Our adaptation of Hamlet is taking place in the 1940s, and our plotline is where Laertes is going off to fight in World War II, and he's doing so because his father Polonius is on the Senate, and a lot of times the people who are on Senate or our cabinet members have military backgrounds where their previous fathers or grandfathers fought or were involved in the war. Another part of our plot has to do with the Allied powers and the Axis powers. And Fortinbras is Hitler, and he is the leader of Germany in the Axis powers, and Uncle Claudius is Roosevelt of that time, being president of the US and being the Allied powers. Similar to the play, we have Hamlet Sr. said to be killed of tragic events, but in reality, Claudius has killed him. The 1940s was when World War II had just started and the beginning of women's rights had started. So you will see with Ophelia that she is treated like she is a child and stupid and doesn't understand anything, and that's because women still weren't treated as well as they should be. They weren't seen as equals, they were seen as lessers. Throughout our video, we incorporate a lot of the theme that keeping secrets and telling lies kills.
For Act 1, Scene 3, we have Laertes leaving to go fight in World War II as a result of their family having a strong affiliation with the war. As you can notice in this scene, Polonius and Laertes are wearing suits. This is because of their higher class status. Ophelia is dressed in a floor-length dress, which was a common thing for women of her class to wear. Ophelia's issues in this scene with Hamlet primarily serve as a filler for the main focus of Laertes going to war. Some of the 1940s dialect we included were phrases like, "You crack me up," meaning an expression of humor, and terms like dame, meaning women. During the 1940s, contraceptive methods were becoming increasingly popular and led to the beginnings of the baby boom. In this scene, Polonius gets upset for Ophelia engaging in sexual activities promiscuously.
Goodbye, my dear. I want to hear from you. Write to me.
Do you doubt I will?
Let me remind you of Hamlet. Be cautious of him, because his intentions with you are temporary.
Oh, you crack me up, Laertes.
Hamlet is a slave to his family's obligations. He is expected to marry someone of the same class. Don't fall for him, dame.
I'll put your word into consideration.
Laertes! You better be on your way and keep our family name alive. Your grandfather would be proud, so live up to your potential.
I will, my father. Ophelia, be well.
What did he say to you, Ophelia?
Something about Hamlet?
Oh, I've been hearing a lot of things about you two, and not particularly things I'd like to hear.
Not everything you hear is true, Father.
Well, I want to hear the truth.
Well, Hamlet's been awfully nice to me lately.
Oh, nice? Yeah, you're talking like an innocent girl who doesn't understand the way the world works. Respect yourself before you ruin the family name. Now, you are not to see Hamlet. Do not disobey.
For Act 2, Scene 2, we use slang such as cockeyed, which means crazy, what's cooking, which is what's new, and holy mackerel, which shows an expression of surprise. And these are 1940s terms for what we use today. The theme of overthinking is brought up when Hamlet says, "There is nothing either good or bad, but thinking makes it so." And then the outfits for Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, they're in a button-up shirt and a full-length skirt because that is a typical outfit for a woman in the 1940s. And then Gertrude is wearing like a really nice dress, full-length, floral, because that's a typical upper-class woman outfit. And then Claudius is in a suit, a full suit, because he's the president and someone of high ranking, and so that's something they would typically wear. And the suits are basically the same. And then Gertrude's hair is up because that's a typical hairstyle for a woman in the 1940s. And then, so like the whole theme is Hamlet knows that Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are spying on him for Claudius and Gertrude, but he doesn't want them to know that he knows. So yeah, that's how it plays out.
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. My wife and I need your help with a problem. Hamlet's been acting a little cockeyed lately, and we need you to find out if it's due to more than just his father's death. So, you will linger around him for a while, gather any information that you can, and then retreat it back to us.
Being Hamlet's childhood friends, he should open up to you. Spend time with him, but don't tell him specifically why you're here.
Don't worry, Mr. and Mrs. President. We won't let you down. It's always a pleasure to help.
We're at your full service. We will do whatever it takes to find out what's behind Hamlet's madness.
Thank you for your help.
My pleasure, Madam President.
Rosencrantz, Guildenstern, what are you doing here?
You were in town for a few days, so we thought we'd stop by.
My two greatest friends in the whole world. What's cooking?
The usual. Studying hard. How are you?
This world is a prison, so how can I possibly be okay?
The world's beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about.
How can you be pleased with this life you live? There's nothing either good or bad. To me, this world is a prison.
It's your ambitions and your narrow mind that make you think so.
Your privileged upbringing has only allowed you to see the world through a nutshell.
Why are you really here?
What do you mean? We're here to visit.
Were you not sent for? Just a free visit? Tell me the truth.
What do you want us to say?
I know you're lying. I know the president sent you.
How do you know?
My uncle has many secrets. He has sent you both here because I have been acting out and showing signs of insanity. I know he killed my father, and I have yet to avenge him for it. So I have decided to construct a play in which the plot will mirror my father's death.
Holy mackerel. What should we tell the president?
Reveal nothing.
We chose Act 3, Scene 1, which is Hamlet's soliloquy, because it shows his tragic flaw of overthinking. We have lots of different camera angles, and we have it shooting behind him and going around him because it shows that he is way too much in his head, and he's looking over the lake because it's very emotional, and he's trying to figure out what to do. During this soliloquy, he is trying to decide whether he should kill himself or whether he should live. But even though he wants to kill himself, he doesn't know what's in the afterlife. And now he's overthinking it all, thinking, oh, it could be blackness, it could be darkness, and he's just overthinking it all. Since our time period is the 1940s, we used slang such as chicken, which means coward. Hamlet's clothes, because of his class, are very nice, but since he is in his 20s or 30s, he doesn't have a suit jacket, he just has a nice button-up shirt with a collar.
Do I live or should I die? That is the question. Should I suffer through this life where Claudius killed my father? Or do I kill myself and face the unknown of the afterlife? Death. What a mysterious concept. Is it cold and dark or light and full of wonder? The thing is, we don't know until it happens. But when the moment comes where we finally do have to decide our death, we all turn into chickens. We overthink it and fear it.
So we chose Act 4, Scene 7 because it shows the tragic flaw of overthinking and how during this conversation Laertes is able to come to a decision and agree with the plan of killing Hamlet while Hamlet is an overthinker and has a hard time deciding. And it also shows how secrets end up killing people, how the conversation between the two are in private and will later on lead to Hamlet's death. During the scene, Claudius and Laertes have a conversation and come up with a plan to kill Hamlet. Claudius is angry with the way that Hamlet's been acting, and while Laertes seemed a little uncertain at first, but Claudius was able to convince him and they both agreed on a plan to kill Hamlet. And during this scene, we used slang words to go back to the 1940s. Done for means finished. Glad we're in cahoots is an agreement. Flap your lips means to speak, which they both say back to each other. Knock him off means to kill him, and up for grabs mean that anything goes.
Young Laertes, I have received a letter of Hamlet's return home. What did it say? Well, it seems as he will be returning 6 months prior to his discharge.
Is he all right?
Well, in his cockeyed state of mind, he was caught stealing.
What?
I know. I am very angry and upset. He is strongly disappointed his father and his family.
I agree. His behaviors are unacceptable, just as they were when he killed my father.
Well, how would you like to avenge your father and family for what he has done? Flap your lips, Laertes. I am in cahoots with you.
Yes, I think we should knock him off.
Well, I know how to do it.
Flap your lips, Claudius.
Well, we invite him to a frisbee match, and there we slip a pearl into his drink. The pearl, however, is poison. The poison for Hamlet. The poison chosen especially to kill Hamlet. Hamlet's poison.
But what if he doesn't drink it?
Well, then it's up for grabs. We both have pistols, so when we see the chance, we'll shoot him.
And that's the plan.
Osric invites Hamlet to a frisbee match against Laertes, but it is actually a trap to kill him. Hamlet has a bad feeling about it, so we had the intensity of him looking in the mirror. The poison in Hamlet's drink kills Gertrude when she drinks it. Hamlet gets suspicious when Gertrude says water is poison, so he acts quick and pulls out a gun, but Laertes and Claudius lead him to it. Hamlet kills Laertes and forces Claudius to drink the poison. After Claudius dies, Hamlet drinks the poison and tells Horatio to tell a story, so everyone knows the truth. We use phrases like by the farm, meaning to croak or die, and terms like geezer, meaning old person. In the 1940s, frisbee was becoming increasingly popular due to the obsession with UFOs. Also during this time, athletic wear would have been a collared jacket with either long sweats or shorts, as seen in the video.
Hamlet, I have a message from the president.
What does the old geezer want?
He has invited you to play a game of frisbee against Laertes.
I accept his invitation. Funny. Why would Claudius want me to play Laertes?
I'm going to be the ref. I want a clean game, boys. No dilly-dallying.
Good luck to you.
I am placing this pearl in Hamlet's drink for good luck. Let the games begin. Ha!
Yay, Hamlet!
Okay, I want a timeout. You gotta get your head in the game, old sport. I'm counting on you.
That's my boy!
Gertrude!
Oh, hush, Claudius. Help! Help!
Gertrude!
The drink! It was poisoned!
So this was the plan all along, huh? You kill my father and then you're gonna kill me?
What are you gonna do? Shoot me? Do it!
Bottoms up. Tell my story, Horatio.
To conclude, Hamlet is a tragedy that can be translated through any time period and any gender and still makes sense. And the whole thing is basically because of Hamlet's overthinking, there's so much unnecessary death, including his and his mom's and so many more. And we had special help from Ethan Loop, Ethan Jankowski, Joe Groot, and Sam Leake because we didn't have any guys in our group. And although both genders aren't necessary to be represented, we thought it would be more clear and create a better emphasis on the plot line. And our plot line is from the 1940s, and we chose that kind of fashion in that World War II beginning war vibe because it was easy to assign the characters and then everything just clicked really nicely.